What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with an all new season of Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. All right, let's get into it. Y'all remember last season? It was Yandy's idea of bringing all the family for a barbecue and stuff, but it was alright. But this new season, I believe is gonna be even more what we thought it was gonna be given last season, cause we have a whole new cast. And Mimi Faust, Jonathan, and Brooke Valentine are hosting this family reunion. And the cast consists of who I just mentioned. Also, Marcus, who's her husband, Marcus Black, Safari, Sin Santana, Amina, Tara, Peter, the Creep Squad, Richie D, Cisco, we got Shikana, we got Yo Yo, we got Zell Swag, Bobby Lights. Let's not forget, I hope I'm not messing up anybody because Erica Mena. Like, we have a whole new cast of this. And I'm excited for it. So, we're starting it off. Mimi came up with this for a sense of getting everybody together. And she started off with a beach day, an all white beach day to start off with a clean slate. Because over the past years, we dealt with drama, the pandemic, and we just need to start off over. So, Brooke, Jonathan, and Mimi are talking about who they invited. Jonathan ends up bringing up how he brought up Stevie J. Stevie J's coming. Mimi obviously is irritated because we all know the tumultuous history between Mimi and Stevie J. Now they're trying to come, well, they are reaching a better co-parenting situation. But lately, the one thing that Mimi wants understanding from Stevie J is, I want you to stay true to your word. If you're going to do something to Ava, if you're going to promise to do something with her, I want you to keep it, keep your word. Don't make promises you can't keep. And that's all she wants. And I'm not mad at that. Really not. So, because there are a lot of other people that's coming here who has to deal with co-parenting. You can you could be around other people who are in a co-parent situation. Oh, I almost forgot. Kim Bella and Jules Santana. I forgot them. So then, Sin's coming, and of course, it's all about her son, Lexington, and her bestie, Jonathan. And she's just loving her music. And yeah. So then, Shekinah Joe, here she goes. Shekinah is for comedic relief, and we can tell. She's here to get everybody else's shit out. She has watched all seasons of everybody else's show. All the states, she's watched them all. So she's definitely want to get into their asses and get some shit out. Yo, she's coming here being the veteran in the game and make sure she can be a listening ear, a soul sister to everybody. Yes, so we noticed that the Creep Squad is coming in, but the Creep Squad is like missing a member. Cisco came by himself, so the tension is still lingering, while Peter and Rich are still, hanging out. So we now dig deep into why it's still tension between them. Last season, season 10 of Love and Hip Hop New York, Rich let it slip out that Rich let it slip out that Cisco had Amina sleep over at his house after the Super Bowl and didn't tell Peter. So Peter, being messy and petty like he was, he made up probably like a promise. Like, okay, so you didn't tell me that my ex-wife was in town. How about if I was to call your baby mother and tell her to come stay for the weekend? Because I can do that. Instant fight breakout after that. But then recently, I would say, was it this year or last year that Cisco and Peter had the celebrity fight? I remember I saw the promo, the promo for it. Cisco won. Peter's still salty. So they're going to use that to get down to the bottom of the tension. They're going back and forth about who won, who trained the hardest, and it's just all this and that. Too much, too much, too much. And it's starting to get a little bit too much with that because Shekinah is watching them as they're arguing. She's looking at them like, y'all some old ass men. Why y'all arguing like granddaddies? All just for a damn fight. It makes no sense. Um, I'm gonna get to that. I just want to say that part because that's exactly what happened. But everybody's just coming in and being introduced. Jules Santana, he's been incarcerated, he's been locked up. Now this is his first, step outside the real world, freedom. He wants to take it by storm and not get involved in no circus mess. Um, Yeah, yeah. Da-da-da. Mm-hmm. So then, we see Erica. Erica, she's happy to get away because she wanted to break from what she's going through, which is an ongoing divorce with Safari that I'm surprised is still not closed. So then, of course, it's already like, back down memory lane because she's now in the presence of not one, not two, three exes are about to appear in front of her: Rich, Sin, and Safari. A lot of issues, a lot of tensions that are about to get brought up. Sin definitely peeped out Erica is here. And now I don't know if you guys remember, but sometime this year, yeah, sometime this year, um, Erica accused. Erica created an Instagram account dedicated to just dragging the shit out of Sin. Just dragging, dragging, dragging. But then all of a sudden, while she gets caught with this fake page that she created, she now wants to rename it and dedicate it to her son. Even though all the comments, all of the tags and everything that Erica said out of her mouth was brought back up when you look up this page. So Sin is not trying to involve herself with that because she felt like whenever I'm around her, her energy is just all over the place. I ain't got time for it. Bobby is also having an issue with Erica because around that same time, while the Instagram account was being brought up, Erica also accused Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend Kaylin Garcia of being the mistress that was cheating with Safari. But that came out to be not true. Bobby Lice was there and he was privy to what was going on. So Erica allegedly hired one of her friends, one of her goons, to go out there and start a fight with whoever was around Bobby or one of his friends. He comes in, she assaults him, and then the girl felt like she did her job, and Erica said, okay, cool, I'll send you the money. So it's a lot of issues that a couple of people have with Erica that she has to address. Regardless of how she feels in her situation with Safari, you're not completely innocent with how everything has happened after that. So while everybody is standing around saying hi, they open up with talking about, I'm happy everybody is here. I know we have some familiar faces, and it turns out we're all, knowledge of each other. We know each other, but this is just here for us to just start a clean slate. Get past some unresolved issues, confront some things we never thought we confronted before. We don't have to end this with being best of friends, but at least we can end this with now we are turning over a new leaf. We are cordial, we're cool, there's no ill feelings towards one another, and that's all we can ask for. And I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. So, uh, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that because it was talking about Zell and Shekinah. Shekinah and Zell kind of booed up because Shekinah's lonely. She ain't got nobody, but she likes hanging around with Zell, even though she doesn't see Zell as being a boyfriend. But Zell wants to be a boyfriend to somebody. He's lonely. He wants to be in a relationship. He doesn't want to be someone's gay husband for the time being. So Brooke is talking to Erica about her snapback because I already said that when I reviewed Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Did y'all not see Erica's snapback when she had why am I blanking on her name? Sapphire. I knew the hell she was gonna snap back after having this baby, and her snapback is amazing, but she said it was being depressed. Postpartum depression with losing weight. Then the whole thing with filing for divorce, dealing with Safari, knowing that he's going to be here, just don't want to deal with all of that. And Brooke is trying to give her some advice, like, is there any ounce of this could be fixed? Because I know being in a public light, being in a relationship, being in a marriage in the reality world, people coming in speculating, thinking things that they do not know what they do know. Just want to be sure. Because because Safari and Brooke are friends when he was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Yep, got that part. So I forgot. Booby's here too. Totally forgot about him. Booby's back. He said he just trying to work out being a better father, a better man, and a better friend, but no interest, no space for finding love. So he's definitely going to use this time to find love, and he has his eyes set on Santana. So yeah, back to Shekinah and the Creep Squad. Like I said, Shekinah's in the back commenting on how stupid they are, arguing about this damn fight. It's over, it's done. So Cisco hits the table and said, at the end of the day, the champ is here. I won. Okay? I won. So, of course, she's like, listen, Y'all too old to be fighting all this. Excuse me. So I think Rich told Cisco that Shekinah's here. I don't know if that meant to let her know that you're here so you can get to know her or something. But he walks over and she said, "Hi, how you doing?" And of course, she just starts off with saying, "Listen, y'all too old to be fighting shit like this, okay? Y'all too old for that. I ain't got time for this. Y'all need to move on and find something else to do." So, of course, Cisco's taking it back because he's like, "Damn, all I did was say hi." But, of course, she kind of seen the shit that she did. Like she said, she's been watching all the seasons of all the shows, all the franchises. She's watched them all. So, she is definitely very privy to all the information, all of the Creep Squad's creepy ways throughout their times on the show, and she is about to implode and explode on all y'all on what she don't like about y'all. So while they're kind of like, going back and forth, she kind of is, saying, "I ain't got time for this." I think Richie D was in front of her or Peter, but it made me weird how Cisco was on this side. I think Peter was on this side and Rich D was here. They kind of like surrounded her while she stood up, and she kind of is a short thing. I didn't like how they surrounded her and crowded her. So she gets up and say, "Listen, listen. At the end, I don't like how y'all be treating y'all women. All them years y'all was on y'all show, y'all treat women like so disrespectful, so low down. I can't stand none of y'all niggas. Y'all fucked up for that," which is true. Which is true. You know what I'm saying? And Mimi gives the title of that crazy aunt that brings up shit at a reunion. That's Shekinah, because Shekinah is here for committee relief, and Shekinah was angry about what she's seen on the show about how these three grown ass men treat these women, right? So then it led to her sight on Peter. Now, Peter is can I say, one of the biggest dogs on the reality TV's franchise? Can I say? Because she was definitely pissed off on how he treated Tara and Amina, especially how everything that you did. I don't know why they allowed you to get them pregnant. You so disrespectful. You so full of shit, all this and that. So while Tara and Amina, who they have said have gone to a better place, it's for the kids. I have nothing else against them, nothing else for them. It's for the kids, and we're good. Tara is like, I am suddenly in defense mode because I'm trying to understand what's the problem. But to be honest, while everybody's looking around like, damn, she kind of getting the shit started, but I mean, it's the truth, right? Peter did some foul ass shit to these women. Even though we can't all place blame on Peter, he could take maybe 85% of the blame. But the 15%, I would say, is split between Amina and Tara, because they did instantly kept going back to this man. No matter how many times he said, "I'm not going to be with you. I'm going to always go back to her. When I can't have you, I go to her." So I don't know if Peter was cussing her out. I can't remember, but he was definitely getting irate. And Peter is not one to not yell at a woman. Y'all saw the scene. Y'all remember? I forgot what season that was. Season 4, when Erica, Rich, Amina, and Peter were at that table, and Erica was yelling at him, and he called her out her name, and she said, "You can't handle my mouth, MF." Peter is not, exempt from yelling at a woman. I know for a fact he yell at her. So while that's going on, Shekinah's like, "Y'all gonna let him disrespect a woman like that? Oh, shrivel ass bitch." I was like, ooh, Shekinah. She was mad. A part of me felt like I wouldn't expect Shekinah to do anything else because she ain't got nothing better to do than to start shit, but it's Peter. It's Peter. I don't know what else to be said. I mean, the shit that maybe not the right time that would have been addressed, but same point in time, I mean, did we get some type of clarification after Tara and Amina, Peter triangle? Did we? I have no idea. But that was that. That's moving on. Hopefully, Mimi didn't want that to be the entire crazy atmosphere to segue into the rest of the night. So then, while that's happened, Rich is nuzzling up to Erica. Rich is drunk. And he's nuzzling up to her. Erica's obviously taking it in, laughing, coy. He's grabbing on her legs and her thighs. She's doing all this not to try to act like she's interested, but I don't know. To me, I felt like, Erica, I don't know if you knew that Rich was going to approach you, because how could he not? How could he not? Then it's going back to the tumultuous relationship between Richie D and Erica, a mess. So Erica wasn't even surprised that Rich would approach her, because she feels like he regrets fucking up all those years ago. And it's always like that when you're with me. I'm a moment. I'm a moment, I guess. So, yeah. And that's when Zell Swag said, "I don't like her. when she's married, and I don't like her when she's not, because she's married to his friend, which is Safari. But deep down, Erica's not taking any offense to what Richie D's advances are, because she knows coming from a genuine place. Are you sure? It looks like Richie D's looking to fuck from what I looked at, and I don't know if you feel like you're gonna do it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like, Richie, you too old to act like this. You really are too old to act like this. So then Jules Santana, he performs. It's all good. It's all love. Very happy. See everybody in a bright, smiley place. So then everybody starts separating and going to their room. Booby and Sin are on the golf carts. They're talking, and Booby is definitely feeling Sin, because I guess at certain times when you feeling someone, the chemistry's there, but yet when you're on the phone, the chemistry's there. You think you guys' energy might match, but when you're in person, the energy, what you thought the person was on the inside don't match the outside, or what's on the outside don't really match with the inside. And Sin definitely has her walls up. She has stress issues. So when she likes someone, she wants to get to a safe place where she can be there and work through it. So she's definitely trying to friend zone Booby, for the time being, until they are moving forward. But I don't know, Sin, the way you acting all flirtatious back with them, you might give it up, because Booby is definitely ready to smash. I will say that. Yeah, like she said, she's definitely feeling Booby like crazy, but she wants to start off as friends. Let's develop as friends and move on from there. So, um, yeah. So then we're talking about, who's here, personalities and stuff. So it introduces to the conversation about Erica. Sin say, I ain't got no issues, but at the same point in time, I'm not about to be put in no position where I'm uncomfortable, especially when it comes to someone that's my ex. You know how many exes I don't give a fuck if I pass them by? Exactly. So, yeah, I already talked about the fake page and everything. And, yeah. So while that's happened, Erica is in the room with Mimi and Shekinah. And she doesn't know how she can deal with all three of her exes in the same building. And I felt like these exes came at very interesting time frames. It was Rich, then it was Sin, then it was Safari. Very interesting time frames. But basically, it's just from there. Don't know how to talk about it. Mimi's talking about she can handle CBJ any time of the week, how she's been able to this entire time. So nothing there. Then she's talking about how Safari used to make her feel, and where did it go? She said the baby. Everything changed once I got pregnant, once the baby came. And she kind of felt like, you know what, that nigga should have been there with you. That bitch should have been there. Her words exactly. Like, I don't know why he would do that to you. You bring them children into the world and he wasn't there, I'm going to tell his ass too. I'm going to tell his ass, you know what I'm saying? And, so we get to another quick scene of Booby and Sin. She's put him on the friend zone. Booby don't like being in the friend zone unless you don't know what type of friend am I if I'm in the friend zone, you know what I'm saying? So they leave. They give this long hug with all your body parts all touching together. When you like someone, and you want that really over shoulder hug where he wraps his arm around your body and everything. That's that I want you hug. So Rich is drunk, hugging the pillow, talking to Peter. First of all, try to dead the situation between him and Cisco, because the Creep Squad is not how it used to be. Dead this shit now, okay? Then talking about Erica, the producers asked Rich, do you think that him and Erica might, get into something? You think there's a future for them? He said, I don't know, I'm here. There ain't no future. So basically, it's just kind of like, what else can we do? So while Erica's trying to leave, she kind of want to ask her, is she going to have a conversation with Sin? She said, about what? Are you going to apologize about that page? Why? That page was a lie. Shekinah said, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. You know you a lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. So then, of course, like I said, Rich is still digging into Peter's ass about stop feeling salty about this damn game, about this damn boxing match. And if you really feel like something happened between Amina and Cisco, then talk about it. Don't just act salty and act iffy around them. Have a conversation. What's up? So he don't want to have a conversation, but as he leaves, Peter is in his mind thinking like the Creek Squad has always been a brotherhood, but Cisco's like that dumb little brother that just you have to knock some sense in him, because he acts out his feelings instead of talking about it. And you have to guess what's going on in his mind, because he doesn't open up to anybody. But I thought Peter was coming in to find Cisco's room and have a conversation because I saw Cisco walking. But Cisco actually walked into Jonathan's room to have a conversation. So Jonathan knows Cisco for many years because he used to do makeup and hair for his mother. So he opens the door, he brings him outside to have a conversation, and Jonathan expresses his concerns by saying, "Listen, what's going on with you and the Cream Squad? You guys have always been like a tight clique. You know, you guys have always been together. But now you're by yourself, Richie and Peter over here. I don't know where you guys stand. What's going on?" So then Cisco breaks down, turns red as a tomato by talking about he wanted to be at peace when he came on the trip. But seeing Peter, seeing how salty he was about the fight, it just brought up all those issues again. And it led to how good Peter and Rich have it, how they have access to see their children. And Cisco has developed resentment towards that, but never fully expressed his feelings as to why. So he just wanted to be where, like where they're at. Because I think Cisco believes that they don't understand how good they have to see their kids without question, without hesitation. And Cisco reveals that he hasn't seen his kids in over 6 months. I was like, wow. While he kind of broke down, I felt two ways. I was like, okay, Cisco, while I understand that you are a father of your kids are your everything, but a part of me felt like, what were you doing? That did not revoke your right of having your kids, but what did you do that limited your time to see your kids as freely as Peter and Rich does? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you do? 6 months is a long time to not see your kids. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. There's something else happening between that I don't know if Cisco is ready to break down. But I'm not just going to like write him off as if he's not being a good dad. No, but what did you do, Cisco? Because you are far from perfect. What did you do? That's all I want to know. So I guess this is something that he's felt for years, how good Rich and Peter have it, you know what I'm saying? And how I never felt comfortable with expressing myself to them and telling him how I go about my day and how I go about how I see my kids. And I don't know if they're going to be by me, understand me, support me. But Jonathan told him, listen, you need to have a conversation with Peter and Rich to let them know how you feel and let them know what's going on. You have to let them in. And that is the whole point as to why we are here. We're here to be supported. We're here to listen. So we see Bobby, Jonathan, and Sin having a conversation outside and wanting to know what is going on with Sin. Is she going to approach Erica? She said, I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to do that. If I don't want to approach someone, I'm not going to do it. I'm moving on about my day. So Jonathan is giving Erica the benefit of the doubt as to from the Erica we knew before to the Erica we knew now. She has grown, she has matured, and I think if you was to have a conversation with her about how you felt, I think she would give you a more positive feedback. So Bobby mentions the scandal that we saw this past year. I completely forgot about that scandal too. About the whole thing with the girl assaulting Bobby, and there was a girl that Erica allegedly paid for to beat him up for the breakdown of her home, all this and that. And he broke the whole story down just like that, And so it's just kind of like, I just want to know if she's going to be honest about what was being said, because I was there when it happened and I watched all the entire social media break it down. Everybody did. So we want to see from that on. So, of course, while they're talking, Amina and Erica, I forgot, they're very close. From that point on, they've been very close. She was a bridesmaid at her wedding and they haven't seen each other in a while. So once they get to know where she's at, they're smoking hookah, having a conversation, and they can hear what Bobby Sin is talking about. So, of course, Erica's feeling like, I knew it was going to be some bullshit, but at the same time, I'm dealing with folks who are talking about me, and whatever they say over there, they will not say it to my face. This is going to be an entire mess that I don't think that I'm ready for. So that was pretty much, the ending of the first episode. I gotta say, I'm in tune with this season. I am. But that's it, you guys. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.